for some action here on the new patch. We got PARIVISION up against Falcons.
Looks now there's different things. Slark, the most interesting hero that's been picked, different, gets the pounce level 1 while also having essence shift, so maybe is considerably stronger in lane, not just a wave pulling bot. We'll have to see. Also curious to see if no one goes for the E-Blade, and if so, when.
He's going to walk straight into them.
That pounce!
They got him here. He's going to try and jump away, but the blood grenade's down upon him, and he's gone. Skeeter's dead. First blood for DM.
He would not have died last patch. He would not have gotten pounced. They would have hit him, blood grenade, and he would have walked away and jumped
These
away.
changes here and there. Do you sort of prefer how someone's come into this on this first game?
I think I actually prefer PARIVISION. I think this sniper pick is a bit weird. Like, it's not a good sniper game. That's another kill.
Absolutely, that's another stack there. Permanent Agi 4-9 class.
To the contrary.
Now, top lane, 9 class. He wants to try and get himself another one at the stacks, and he's going to find it.
That's a solo kill.
And 1v sort of 2 as well. He might pay for this one. Skeeter chasing him down. We'll be able to get him, but of course 9 class, he'll be... It's worth... He's getting permanent Agi again.
As a specific counter to certain things, and they picked it blind in a game that's not a very good sniper game.
Skeeter is going to try and go for the wisdom, but backup's coming in. This is very risky from Skeeter, as he is dead for that one. Same time, they're able to make the move over here. Satanic gets the double kill. He's even threatening snaking as well. Finally, backup comes in from Marine, so they will be able to shoot down Satanic, but not before he picked up a couple of kills himself. Just as you can see across the map, PARIVISION just getting these favorable trades in terms of kills. The fact that DM's making his way back over to the mid, they want to try and contest the 10-minute power rune.
I don't like this. I don't know if I like this TP either from DM. That's 2 TPs in a row. TPs to bottom.
I mean, they've got the whole team here. This is the full 5-man of PARIVISION coming in on the mid for this move, and they're not going to get the kill. This time, 9 class, he's going to get punished, gets taken down. Falcons, they might even be able to get more. As Satanic's borrowed time comes to an end, the arena will be popped down to try and hold them back. Satanic falling low. Skeeter comes in with the TP. Could he close in to get this kill? The shield's back up. Skeeter, he wants to try and dive for this. Won't be able to continue, as the space at least will be there.
Why the heck did he ult?
For the Abaddon to escape.
The whole squad is turning up here. This game is crazy.
But literally, it was full 5 mid from both teams there. You know, PARIVISION, they came in with the 5-man, and then Falcons, they responded, were able to push back and ensure that PARIVISION didn't get away with that aggressive move, and it does end up in PARIVISION being the ones to lose their tier 1 tower. Slowly creeping ahead. PARIVISION, and that's probably only going to continue when this Radiance is done. Which it is. It's on the way out for Satanic.
It's a very solid Abaddon game. Lots of spells to dispel. Ursa versus Abaddon, not the worst matchup in the world. I think it's pretty two-sided in a lot of ways. Radiance has been slightly nerfed, but still very good.
He's going to get the catch here. See if they've got the burst. They certainly do. Bringing him down low. He's actually able to get the Hoostomp out. Actually, never mind. They don't have the burst. He's away. Amar gets out of this. DM tries to TP out, but the Assassinate comes in. DM's dead. And they'll look to try and take out 9 class as well, and they'll succeed. My goodness, they threw everything there at Amar, and it was not enough. He lives throughout it all. They turn and take the 2 kills themselves, Falcons.
That's crazy. I cannot believe he lives there.
That is wild.
Will be, and this is much more ready for these upcoming battles.
I mean, they're ready to go now with the Ags on Maureen. A lot of burst damage. They're going to get the opening on towards no one. Mystic Flare to follow up. They've got him. See 9 class try and jump in and look towards the Venom. He's not going to be able to finish him on his own, and now he's caught by the Hoostomp. Suddenly, things starting to fall apart for PARIVISION. That rough move bottom now into these quick plays from Falcons in return. Marin, he's ready to get the show going here with that Aghanims online, and it catches no one completely by surprise.
It does. He was going for the Yules and had it in base, but doesn't get it in time. The Skywrath Silence punishes him.
Oh, look at this. They're just sniping out kills to the side. They find Ducalis. PARIVISION, they've got to bring something together here because they're getting sort of picked apart one by one. DM will drop the arena on towards Crit, but Crit, he's still alive. Finally, they get him, but it takes a while. The Satanic's borrowed time gets forced out. He's going to try and chase down Skeeter. Skeeter still has the enrage to rely on. If they do chase him further, they won't manage to do so. 9 class, he'll find snaking out in the river. See if he can finish off the job. He might not be able to because Amar's here to back snaking up. And again, yeah, they can keep snaking alive. Snaking, he's fine. They'll turn their attention over towards the Centaur. This time round, they can burst him. He's not going to get to run this time, Amar. So Amar will pay with his life there. Now PARIVISION have actually managed to force it back into a position where they're the ones that are standing in the pit. And no one, he wants to make sure they can punch him out of that. There's a beautiful jump up to the high ground. Great angle with the spear there as they clip Maureen across towards the trees. He's going to be able to jump back, tries to get the ult off, but the burst comes through from Satanic and no one to bring Maureen down. And now it's PARIVISION picking apart Falcons. They chase down Snaking. The spear not going to quite reach, but he's ticking down to the vessel. He's dead. Those teams, they got like a mathematician that sat there and been like, assists are better or assists are worse, so we got to do this more.
That is definitely a thing. I think those are the changes that the pro teams pay the most attention to.
Oh, really? Okay.
The numbers like that. I mean, from my reading, it looked like assists are better early.
Yeah, I think that is what the maths is suggesting. See around the mid. Satanic and DM, they do get their hands on towards Maureen. This sniper's looking to be in trouble. Maybe not, though. The save comes in. Amar's able to put the stampede. Maureen's going to be fine for now. No one tries to jump on towards him. Gets him with the remnant and the dissimulate. It's not enough to kill him. Maureen's still alive. They're desperately trying to bring him down. Jump forward here from DM. They will finally be able to finish him, but can they get out? 9 class being chased down by Skeeter. Amar and Snaking. The pounce is up. He's up to the high ground. 9 class gets away.
See ya, haters.
I'll say that Skeeter's continuing to chase.
Never mind, the haters got him.
He won't get away for long. Indeed, they will. The brawling continues here. 2 for 2. Falcons, though, still with that position of the Aegis being in the hands of Skeeter.
Good. Like, when you look at it, it's like, oh,
it's just nice.
This is, because most of the neutral items are about the enchantment, to be honest. Most of them are not that strong, but this one is solid. And Satanic takes it as well.
9 class, straight with the Shadow Dance TP, but in comes the grenade into the Assassinate. They'll get him through it.
It's a nice kill. You don't want to smoke and come up empty-handed from it, but Falcons, you see now, they're going into the BKB. Skitter's got his, and Maureen going for his, so it's going to be very much a game of kiting for PARIVISION. The pipe, the 2 BKBs, you're probably not killing people through that. We already touched on the magic damage component of their lineup, so it'll be very much in and out long fights for PARIVISION. And for Falcons, I think you want to kill them a little bit faster. You don't want to get kited so much, have those BKBs be wasted, because the more time that passes in these fights, Slark builds up, Abaddon keeps slowing you down, and Void Spirit keeps getting those spells off. Say that, Maureen.
It's a bit of a vulnerable spot here. They get the angle straight away for the jump. There's no saving the sniper.
That's a bad death.
I guess didn't sort of anticipate that sort of fast move to come out, or...
Yeah, I think
what's going on there?
You just didn't expect they would be so close to the mid-tier 2, but Sniper in these mid-games, this hero is... He starts to fall off a little bit.
No one. Ready to sweep over to the bottom lane, see what he can find.
Ooh, wasted the Yules.
See if they can punish him for that. It looks like they can. They just dropped the Mystic Flare. He's gone. Indeed, with the Yules used aggressively to hold back Amar, no one had no way to save himself, and now he's sort of dragged DM into a tough situation where he's ending up dead as well.
This is a messy game.
He's getting question marked here, or someone is. Oh no, okay, Satanic's questioning why Maureen tipped Satanic. Okay. What is going on? Why did Maureen tip Satanic there?
I don't know. Maybe he's like, why aren't you there?
I think, honestly, that's the best kind of tips. That's the smart tips. You don't tip the person that just died. You tip the person who you think the person who just died is having comms with and saying, bro, why aren't you there? I mean, and that is the question as well. Should Satanic have been there? I don't think he should have, right? It seemed like a kind of a rough place to be anyway. Or would that move have maybe worked out, indeed, if it was 3 of them?
Maybe it would have worked out, but I also don't blame him for not being there. I mean, to be honest, no one just miscasted spells really badly.
Dire are scanning.
They're going in with the new high ground.
Oh, 9 Glass, he's going to get blown up straight away. They'll get the arena out here onto the 3 of them. The spear coming through as well. They're taking out Crit. Amar, though, is going to get the chance to still get the Stampede off. Now they just turn towards Satanic. The borrowed time's out. Satanic will try and run, but Crit back in action here with the buyback will get the slow down on towards Satanic. Good little grenade there to stop the attempted TP out from no one. Assassinate comes in as well. They destroy the Void Spirit, kill off the Mars. Double kill for Skeeter. And just through the Twin Gate in time there. Ducalis will get away. Is anyone going to follow him through? They're not going to try. So Ducalis will live, but quick moves from Falcons. And
Void Spirit didn't really get any buffs. It's just the E-Blade item. So up until this point, it's been the same hero that we've seen doing very poorly so far this tournament.
Yeah. No, the only buff. Ooh. in the river. They do find Snake King out on his own, and DM able to get the jump here onto the back lines as well. Catches crit in the arena. So the two supports getting taken down very quickly. Can they get one of the bigger targets? They look towards Amar. They have the Yule's control for now, but nothing to catch him on the way back down. They turn their attention over towards Maureen, though. He's going to try and go for the grenade. BKB TP plan. It's going to work. Very nice escape there from Maureen on the sniper, at least. And, you know, they do end up finding that chance actually on the side for Skeeter to get 9 class. 200 move speed cap. It's pretty brutal.
That is pretty big, to be honest. Hit the Sabaton, he is now stuck.
Yeah, absolutely. Can't afford to shield it off. At least according to the text. We'll always trust the text. See, back in the mid, talking about the Abaddon. He's going to get found here. See, 9 class seeing if he get a wraparound from the side. Looks like PARIVISION want to try and make a fight out of this one, but Amar's going to get the jump back in on Satanic. DM comes in with the arena. He's caught the 3 of them, but they don't really have to follow damage here, PARIVISION, to kill anyone that's in the arena. Snake King starts to get a little bit low. Will get sniped by the arrow, but as soon as no one comes down for the Yule Step, he's caught by the Abyssal Blade. Dissimulates back up, so he can jump away and look to get out of this fight for now. Amar tries to get the jump on the 9 class, but the Aphotic Shield's there to remove the Who Stomp. Satanic able to bail 9 class out momentarily. The dive continues though. The Moonlight Shadow and another heal coming in from the Mist Coil. 9 class will live. Now Skeeter's had to go pretty deep. Arrow off the mark. And catch on towards him, and Skeeter, he puts the BKB, they're ready to turn and just put everything into trying to kill off this Satanic Abaddon whilst he doesn't have to borrow time, and they get him. They bring the Abaddon down, but now Skeeter's BKB's come to an end. No one jumps in here with the Astral Step. They take out Skeeter in return. 9 class and DM look towards catching off the back lines as they attempt to escape. Crit gets caught. Amar momentarily caught by the pounce. There's the Remnant. They've got the drag back. Amar nowhere left to run. PARIVISION able to strike back. Here as the back and forth continues in this crazy, chaotic game. It's 26-26. Again, the goal difference just refuses to ever go beyond 3K at the max.
Did they see him there?
We've got no one trying to tease around with Amar. BKB's going to come out for DM. He's going to try and get him, but Skeeter's in on top of him with the Abyssal Blade. DM is going to survive, though. Gets the arena down. The Bashes continue to come in, but he's up in the air. He's able to survive that little bit longer. They couldn't quite kill the Mars. Finally, they'll get him, but it took quite a lot, and the buybacks had to come in now from Snake King. They look over towards 9 class. They get the Who Stomp, the Silence as well. He's gone. See if they can chase down more of Falcons. Bit of an opportunity, but one that's not going to continue as the rest of them get out. PARIVISION. Roshan's open. Falcons able to head into the pit.
Impatience from DM. We've seen the formula for this game's fights and how it's good for them to go for PARIVISION, and that's not it. Jumping right into the middle of Falcons, getting almost 100-0 before he presses any spells.
Yeah, that was close. He nearly got nothing off there. He's lucky to do so. We'll see the pickups. We're going to get the refresh. Falcons starting to posture a little more aggressive. They're getting up to the base now. PARIVISION. What's the plan here on the defense? Mark, he's into the trees. He's found the Who Stomp chance, but it's not going to have any follow-up, so no one's going to be fine. DM pops down the arena. Get caught by the Abyssal of Skeeter. 9 class starting to build up some of those stacks here towards Amar. Nobody able to get a real sort of grab onto one another. Both teams are fine. Pipe out now for the next fight on Ducalis. Have a jump in. Satanic's getting caught by the break, but he'll put the BKB immediately. They try to throw everything on towards the support. It's a beautiful angle there for DM. Gets the spear down onto Snake King and crit. Sets up for Satanic to get the double. Now PARIVISION, they want to try and chase on for more. Satanic getting stuck in at the front of the team fight. Amar, he'll back off, but left behind Skeeter. He's going to get taken down the once.
Oh boy.
Can they get him out here? Is there any sort of save? Falcons can come in to protect their carry. The Remnant comes in immediately. He'll get the chance to BKB and enrage. Well, CMR not able to get anywhere close enough, though, to pick Skeeter up and take him out of this. Maureen tries for the TP out, but no one gets the Remnant in, puts a stop to the TP. They get the kill against Maureen and the kill against Skeeter. The defense is held big time by PARIVISION as they don't even lose the tier 3. They push back hard. They take down 4 heroes. And Falcons, they really do get nothing. And now that they're at a pretty significant 10K coming up gold deficit, the push is going to come in down the bottom lane.
A terrible position for Falcons and an uncharacteristic mistake.
It's going to get punished hard. The push is coming in. The bottom rack starting to get taken down. They look at the buybacks, and both Maureen and Skeeter, they don't have the money for the buybacks. So they've just got to sit back, let this bottom set go, And honestly, maybe damage to come in on the mid lane as well here from PARIVISION. Satanic and no one swing across to the tier 3 mid. There's still 30 seconds with no Skeeter in the picture. It's a lot of time for PARIVISION to push on. We'll see if they respect sort of the 4 of Falcons, as Maureen's going to be back up here with the other 3. But these barracks are falling fast and Noan, he's playing aggressive. Gets the jump in and control on towards Crit. Crit will be able to dodge the arrow, but yeah, that's 2 full sets of racks taken.
Coming through, and Falcons, do you have enough to cut through that Ursa? He's getting kited in these fights when his BKB's out. That triple Yules is still present. He's having a hard time actually locking onto and killing heroes.
Let's have a look here. We have had an incredible amount of back and forth. Falcons, are they going to get the chance to push back? Probably not if they get caught like this. Maureen jumped. Dead for a minute and a half. He does not have buyback gold, and he, of course, Satanic's going to be dropping tips back his way after Maureen was tipping Satanic earlier, as they know that they've got to do some crazy 4 versus 5 move, make that 3 versus 5. Snaking's gone, and outside of the base, Skeeter is in a lot of trouble. Caught in the arena, he'll put the BKB, try to fight back, but the Eon just keeps DM safe. Skeeter is going to get chased out here, bursted by the E-Blade, also dead without the money for buyback. They surround the Centaur. Amar's out of the game. He at least does have the money saved here to immediately buy back. But again,
what's he going to do?
They're having to try and defend 3 versus 5. They don't have a mid or a carry.
No damage on any of their heroes. It's going to take a miracle to defend this. So many Yules, so many ways to stop the Skywrath damage, and that's the only damage they've got right now. Mega's on the horizon.
Trying to slow them down somewhat, but off the mark with the Who Stomp, and again, the support's in trouble. Crit gets dove upon by Noan and Satanic. He has his buyback available. Snaking, though, he does not. His still, of course, on cooldown. He's out for nearly 2 minutes. Amar trying to draw their attention away from the base, but already Crit has gone down a second time, and this game, it's over.
Oh, the question mark again.
Oh, there we go.
Satanic is riled up,
yeah.
He says.
I mean, you're right. You questioned, like, what kind of player would he be? You know, he's getting caught by these tips. Is he going to get tilted, or is he going to level up? I think we got our answer there, Quinn.
We talked about how high execution their draft is, and it showed there, right? You lose 1 fight, suddenly the game completely crumbles.
It's a Doom game, all right? If there's one thing I like, oh, shame. That's going to be...
This looks like OG's draft, like legit. Mid, Nature's Prophet.
Here with both teams approach.
Oh, not another First Blood Bros. Guys, well, maybe he's fine.
He's kind of speedy.
He's a fish in the river.
He's in the river.
He's actually okay. That's crazy. That's some just fish things. I think these drafts are relatively close. I think Falcons has a lot of early gank potential. I think it's a good Nature's Prophet pick. It's one of the best responses to Queen of Pain.
Oh, now is that hashtag worth or not?
Oh, it's hashtag super not worth.
Okay.
Yeah, no. This is not worth it. 9 class does get it. He does. Interesting, whatever. Doesn't really matter that much, but he is going to miss a lot of XP.
I mean, I guess this is why.
This is why.
Yeah, wanting to make the quick play with global TP out towards the top lane, but I tell you what, he might want to hope that he didn't go for that, because he is dead. I mean, that was sort of a big brain move into having your big brain completely destroyed and stamped on, because now you're dead without TP.
That's really, really bad. This was definitely not worth it. In the meantime, no one is going to keep farming mid. He didn't even bother TPing top because it was so bad
that
he didn't even need to.
That's rough.
It is rough.
Bottom lane.
Okay.
Falcons at least will find the opportunity to take down Satanic, so a bit of fortune for them down there. But yeah, this is... so trade-offs being found across the map.
Yeah, not the end of the world, but Troll is definitely a hero that is slow in the first place. Needs to farm a lot of items to get to those timings before he can have impact. And Crit goes down.
9 class and no one able to find the opportunity. They're also looking towards Maureen. Yeah, they'll jump in aggressively for this one. Might be able to kill him, but...
He might be dead if he doesn't TP.
That's true with the Arcane.
Yeah,
no one
dead.
can keep going. You're absolutely right. They'll dive in.
Or is he?
Flame break. That should do it. 9 class loses his life, but absolutely will take that. Especially considering Skeeter also turned up towards the mid. Didn't get to get involved in anything. One more bonus armor at each level with the Berserker's Rage. And then on the talents, if these are the ones you still end up taking, the Whirling Axe's damage is slightly more, and the level 20 increasing that Berserker's Rage armor even more. We'll see back in action, Snake King. They're going to get him. I mean, yeah, Mar's going to be in on the crush with that one. Gets to jump back in and look towards 9 class. And we'll be able to slither away.
Off under the water. Falcons, they have that track online, they have the vessel. It's go, go, go for them.
Now Falcons, they want to make sure they can have a chance to take in this Wisdom. See no one coming with the Sonic Wave onto Skeeter. Skeeter gets the chance to bring down Ducalis. Can he get out, though? You see them on top of the Wisdom, contesting it hard here, but Skeeter is dead. Marion, Crit, and Amar trying to fight on. Can they kill no one off? They can't. No one's able to get the blink off. Now Satanic in on top of Amar with the ultimate.
Rude.
9 class had the control to lock Amar down. He'll try and run, but this time he cannot escape. Satanic turning up, making sure he can get involved in some action to pick up some kills. Did have to, of course, use the buyback there on 9 class to make that all happen. And all within it all, they did what secure the Wisdom for themselves that no one was able to claim it. Top. Chris got eyes on Satanic. He's trying to poke at this, but Satanic's got backup. Chris got to be a bit careful. He's trying to go for this play. I think he's just given up his life there. That was a little ambitious. I guess he felt...
I think they're recognizing it now, but too late.
Yeah.
Roche is gone. Not the biggest deal in the world, but it is something.
Because they can move to the Tormentor now, and if you're Falcons, do you want to fight into this Aegis Tormentor attempt from PARIVISION? That seems kind of nasty.
It looks like they do, but they might be too late for this as well, as Chen Enigma
it's going to go
troll.
fast.
This thing dies instantly. They're not getting there in time.
Yeah, just a bit of a step behind Falcons, which I say is a bit surprising considering they did have the gold lead coming into these couple of plays. And both of these moves they were not able to be a part of. They're going to maybe try and fight now, but PARIVISION, they're sort of ready for this step on the high ground.
Oh, Marine?
He's going to TP him right on the front lines, but he's TP'd right underneath the trolls. Satanic just turns and takes him out. Not the entrance there into the fight whatsoever that Falcons needed to be playing with. Just a nature Maori TPing in and just dying.
That free injection. PARIVISION say, hey, that base is looking kind of tempting.
No, for sure. I mean, if 9 class can get the chance to get a quick jump, grab someone out of this, he will go for it immediately. So we'll see what they find here. PARIVISION on the push. They're going to get the...
Oh, the Orchid.
Blows in immediate there. Stops him from getting the last opportunity. Will still be able to get out. Actually, he won't there. The burst coming through as Marion drops the ultimate. Ensures that 9 class is gone, and with that, should be enough to slow down or maybe even just stop completely the push from PARIVISION. Amar going to try and chase outside of the base, but they just dropped the black hole onto him. The backup's trying to come in to help him, but the pushback there for the Sonic Wave. Amar will be able to live throughout the black hole though and get the BKB off. He survives. Skinner turns with a focus fire, takes out no one. Can they deal with Satanic though? Satanic in onto Marine. The Sprout will hold him back into the shackle shot. They're locking Satanic down, and that will give the chance for Marine to TP out. Amar does back again with the crush. Difficult though to get back in on towards Satanic. They're seeing if they can maybe chase, but Amar's pretty low. Can they get the angle? Marine in with the TP, has the Sprout on a DM. DM will be able to cut his way out. The shackle there though, off the Eidolon. Very nicely done by Skeeter. Catches onto DM, means that Falcons will find themselves another big kill here as they push back the attempt there from PARIVISION. Obviously, in the last game we saw some high ground attempts going wrong from Falcons. Kind of happening a little bit the other way there this time around. PARIVISION try to poke at the high ground. Falcons strike back very nicely. A little bit of calm now. Falcons definitely so after last game. I wouldn't imagine we're going to see this team do anything drastic. Even when they do start to build a bit of a lead, they can go for these sort of smoke plays with a couple of them. Look to try and join in with Marine TPing in, but I can only imagine that now that they've got this lead and they've managed to push back, that they aren't going to feel too under the pressure to just try and get towards this base anytime soon.
I think you're right. To say that they are smoking and pushing up. Aestrin on Skitter.
He's going to just go for the quick grab onto Ducalis. He's with the shackle, but the neutral's are there to control him. Ducalis going to get a little, to live a little longer. Pops the hand of God. Off to the side, the black hole's down. It is a pretty darn good one. DM sets up, gets the double kill. Can they deal with Satanic now? The Satanic closing in towards Skeeter. Skeeter trying to run in with the BKB in the win run. He's very, very low. He's considering maybe turning and trying to get back in on this one. Won't be able to get his hands onto 9 class. Still wants to try and push this while he has the Aegis. So if he can get in position to offer up those right clicks.
Marine. This is a dangerous wave, brother.
Then they're going to get the catch on him. Huge lasso coming into play. Marine is dead, and for a long, long time there, Quinn. He just spent up for the Daedalus. He's dead for a minute and a half.
That was so uncharacteristic. Why is he farming there? They see all the other waves, and where else could PARIVISION be?
Dear.
Extremely uncharacteristic mistake from Alreen. Not his day so far.
No. I mean, I'll tell you what, though. We talked
Falcons as
about...
well. So tanky.
He really is. It's a very tough hero to go on if you're PARIVISION, unless they get some sort of last opportunity. They do get the shackle shot in return here, but now the last that comes out, they manage to get the grab on a Skeeter. They take him out down into the river. The Sonic Wave, the right click for Satanic is enough. The Black Hole doesn't catch anything, but it probably doesn't matter. Satanic's in position now on top of Maureen. Amar's going to come back over, gets him with the crush. Maureen will still end up dying as no one picks him off at the end. And PARIVISION can leave it at that. DM gets sort of tossed to the side there. And PARIVISION, they'll certainly take that. Sure, they lose their carry, but they get both the carry and the mid from Falcons. Amar, he's not done with the action. Tries to jump back in here over towards DM. No one also getting aggressive. We'll get the slows in onto Snaking. Of course, Amar's tanky, but Snaking not quite as much. We'll at least have Amar holding back 9 class with the crush. Amar still... Well, this time around, I don't know if he gets away with this. He's already down to half HP. Surely got to start being careful. Okay, he's going to have the backup of Maureen. They'll use the buyback play here on the Nature's Prophet, or buyback. Won't be able to get his hands on towards the quad straight away. Amar's going to try and chase and close the gap, though, and he will find him. Slithers up, gets him with a crush and the bash to take out no one. And with this buyback of Maureen, potentially able to move straight into the pit here and finish this Roshan off for themselves. And if they get that, get this Aegis secured, it's a buyback well used. They had to be a bit cautious because Amar and Snaking are low, but it doesn't look like with PARIVISION having just the 3 of them up, they can do anything to stop this. So Falcons, they make a good call there. The buyback's used, and it pays off.
Definitely worth it. But it is a heavy committal, so if Maureen does die in the future, could spell doom for Falcons.
But yeah, a little cheaper to use. Attack range is a bit better from the Treants. Damage went up slightly. You see in the mid this tier 2 getting very low. Satanic's going to be here for the defense. They still have this Aegis though on Falcons, so they might look for a crazy move. Amar's trying to see if he can get the angle to jump in, and he's going to find it. He gets the crush it onto the 2 of them. They'll now turn towards Amar. Amar able to slip the back of Tiger, and maybe not, because there's the grab with the lasso. They get the catch. The Black Hole down on towards the 2 of them again, catching both Amar and Snaking. Did it before, of course, getting those 2 down on the bottom lane. Does it again here around the mid. That's the both of them gone. And with that Aegis about to expire in 15 seconds, Falcons, they have no place to be here on PARIVISION's half of the map. They have to just back off, get out of here. And they might even be...
They're on the brink here.
Yeah, this could get kind of scary for Falcons. Again, going from moments ago where they have this Aegis, they're the ones looking to make the play. See what they can get it. They get the shackle in on towards Satanic, but the team's able to get Satanic back out of there. Mars going to try and jump in aggressively on top of the troll, but they can still kite him out, and Amar's had to use the buyback for this. Falcons, they really want to try and find something off the fact that they used this buyback. Shackle Shot's not going to latch. Skeeter should be fine. Still has BKB ready to press 9 class. He's going to pop his first. He looks to try and get him with the jump. Amar goes in aggressively.
No buyback.
Satanic's in on top of him. Amar has to BKB and run. This is not a fight for him to be a part of. No one's going to try and force him to be a part of it, though. Blinks in aggressively. Maureen will turn to try and take down the Queen of Pain. No one gets the Sonic Wave off. He's able to blink away. No one is fine. And now Satanic, he's going to find Amar. Amar jumps back in. Has to, again, get away, keep his distance. It works out. They bait them in. They kill them off. In fact, even getting the Queen of Pain as well, as he tried to jump back in onto the action there, no one. And now, the turns have tabled, as you say. Quinn, Falcons, how much more do they want to try and push it here with these last moments of Aegis? They're down in the bottom lane again.
Skitter's looking. Maybe he wants to hit. 9 class is always waiting in the wings.
Oh, and he's going to get the grab onto Amar. They get the jump in TM. He's just going to pop the Black Hole straight away, lock down Amar, see if they can kill off this Slardar, and they can. The Slardar gone. Satanic getting burst very low, but the Hand of God comes in. He'll be fine. Skeeter pushing forward.
Going very deep.
Has to maybe start backing off now. No one. Going to see if he can get a catch onto anything else, but the blink outs there from Crit, able to dodge the dagger. Satanic, he's going to jump in aggressively over towards Skeeter. They're going to look to take him down the one to get the roots in on towards him. Skeeter, he's going to get caught. He'll try and run away, but that's the Aegis gone. Onto the side, Maureen. He's trying to stand his ground here against the 3 of them. Pops the BKB, punches back, brings down 9 class.
Nice
Satanic.
Fight.
He's going to try and retreat. He's still got the ult ready to press. He'll pop it, but there's nowhere really to run. He's going to try and get his way back to the base. Crit jumps in underneath him. They've got the control on the Satanic. Satanic trying to heal up, but the damage comes in with the crits from Maureen. That's going to be Satanic gone.
That's buyback bots from Amar, so buyback on cooldown again.
So the buyback available from Satanic on PARIVISION. Falcons get the jump in onto no one. No quick follow-up. Definitely have to respect the fact that Troll could look to make that buyback play. Skeeter in on the range racks. Getting away with the push a little bit better this time round here in game 2, Falcons. Still being very careful how they go about it. They will be able to take away this full second set of racks here down on the bottom.
Look what Mallory's been doing top in the meantime. The top tower is already dead just from these stupid trees.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Someone will have to deal with the base. It's going to be Amar. Can Falcons force out this Troll buyback? It'll be a pretty big win for them. Outside the base, though, they get the jump in. 9 classes, no one immediately in. On towards Crit. Sonic Wave comes through. Crit. He'll get taken down. Skeeter has to BKB and run.
Very low HP from that Sonic Wave.
I mean, that sort of move, though, should be enough to at least alleviate any sort of concern of having to use Satanic's buyback.
No, I don't think so.
No, it just makes
it costs 10% of your health, but the illusion is 50% of your damage.
So pretty strong.
It's a pretty strong illusion.
Yeah. But and he takes
He does take it.
Okay. I mean, he could make some good plays and might be able to bait if he's able to make some bait plays, right?
True.
If he can bait out a black hole.
It's also a scouting mechanism.
Yes.
Which is very important for both teams in this game.
Yeah, honestly, there could be some big brain stuff from Amar if he can make some sort of illusion plays.
Yo, they're getting close. I'm not sure they're going to kill this in time. Roshan's running out of the pit.
Oh, and I tell you what, it does bait out a little bit there.
He can't right-click it yet.
They want to finish it, but they can't. And Satanic keeps ready and waiting for it as it returns to the pit. Amar's going to jump back in with the crush, but the kill and the agent's already been picked up by Satanic. The Wind Waker's going to be there from Amar, means that he dodges the black hole from DM. Refresher shard still in the pit. Satanic trying to get back in. Can he sort of micros inventory so he can get the pickup, though? He's getting low. That's going to be the Aegis gone.
Be careful, Skitter.
DM on the high ground. Does have the Refresher to play with if he wants to go for a second black hole.
Already took Mega Creeps.
They're going to jump back in. They're going to lasso in onto the 2, and that's going to be Skeeter and Snaking dead. Indeed, as you say, the rat has occurred elsewhere. Amar will get caught. So they get the Mega Creeps, but it does cost them a bit of a nasty loss of a team fight around the Roshan. It really is. Falcons, can they deal with this?
Still a black hole and a lasso.
Swift blink on Maori. The bracks are gone. Falcons, they don't want to use that Skeeter buyback.
Is this going to be a Megas versus Megas game?
I mean, do you let it be if you're Falcons and just not use these buybacks? What's the call?
Well, he doesn't have buyback on Slaughter yet. Something happened, but he doesn't have it. He still needs more gold.
They're still on cooldown anyway. 10 seconds until he has it. Look at the grab here. There's a good double lasso, and there comes the black hole. They have to follow up. Immediately, Crit and Marin gone. Marin will buy back, but indeed, the Mega Creeps have been claimed. PARIVISION still hovering around outside the base. No one, he wants to get back in. He's going to jump aggressively over towards Snake in with a burst of the Sonic Wave. DM trying to move forward as well. Doesn't have any black hole to play with. So do PARIVISION. I mean, this was always going to be the concern. I feel like I've seen this from PARIVISION's lineup before when they have DM on the Enigma. It's like, at the end of the day, if the black hole has potential late game, it can just do so much. Even in these situations where, like last fight, he didn't hit the black hole. Yeah. But it's just so much that's going through the heads of Falcons in these fights that they're having to kind of overthink their positioning because of how much threat these double black holes can have. And in the mid, Amar start to Wind Waker away. DM is going to drop the black hole. Of course he will here. Grabs Amar. That's Amar gone. 9 class with the further jump over towards Skeeter. Skeeter's going to be able to turn with the focus fire. Not enough damage to kill 9 class. He gets away alive.
Hand to God. Clutching up. That's 1 black hole down.
Okay. Do you go to force the buyback out if you're PARIVISION, or do you chill, check out the new round of neutrals?
I think you should probably try to force this buyback. The neutrals, they've already got some good ones. I don't really know if they care about replacing them that much.
That's true, actually. I mean, yeah, well, I guess Tukalis, right? He's the most unhappy with his.
Yeah, but even he's going to get a Book of the Dead. They've already got 14. What's up 15th? As the creeps surge in, and these Eidolons are no joke. They kill your base really fast with this 25. There's about 16 trillion of them.
We got lead onto the tier 4s, and that tier 4 indeed just gets destroyed very fast. Put them down onto the second one.
They don't have Glyph on Falcons right now.
Uh-oh. Check with the speed up. Again, having to be so careful of the refresh black hole play coming in. No one's going to jump forward. Has to BKB blink back out. They're trying their best here not to need to use the buyback on Amar. 20 seconds until he's back in.
Here come the Eidolons.
The Eidolons and the Book of the Dead.
The catapult. This is Swarm.
A heavy push coming in. This tier 4, it's gone. The Ancient's exposed. Nightclass tries for the jump at the side, but Skeeter's able to get out in time.
Thought this is Dota, not StarCraft, but PARIVISION has Zerg.
It's just slowly dying. I say slowly, he's half dead. They're ready to just finish it off. They brought the
Yulmar, you got buyback, brother.
He's back in the action now. He'll get the jump onto Satanic, but the Ancient is so low. They need to kill Tony off quick. They're not going to get the chance. Continues with the black hole in there. I'm going to get the final bit of damage onto the Ancient. It's over. PARIVISION close up game 2. Take the series 2-0.
Maybe regretting their choices, trying to get a little greedy with the buys there, and PARIVISION clutching up, knowing that they can force the throne down there at the end, not wasting any time. Amazing plays from them.
Yeah, very, very good reads of how to get themselves out of each and every one of these situations that Falcons was trying to force them into. And yeah, as you can see across the board, a back and forth game for the most part, but that last little bit of lead that